Fear is the enemy. Trust is the defense and the armor. That's what I teach at District 12. We have 3 laws. One is the sisterhood, brotherhood also if we have a boy on the team. 2 is get your serves over the net. And 3 is fear is the enemy and trust in the armor. And it's pretty self-explanatory what that is. When the kids, a lot of times it's fear. The reason why a kid won't hit the ball, you'll see kids like hit the ball from back here, like they have their butt stuck out because they don't want to hit their face. I have something for any child who's scared of the ball. There's something that I do that kills the fear in 10 seconds. I can't share it, of course, because I do gotta. I'm trying to keep. This is an honorable volleyball organization here. It's like some kung fu Bruce Lee stuff, you know. But it's working for my kids. My kids are 5 years ahead of their time and skill level. 8 and 9-year-olds overhand serving when the average child overhand serves about 12 or 13. But there is something that I do that gets rid of the fear of hitting the ball. If you come to one of my classes, you will see that I have one child who still gets afraid of the ball if it's really high. Out of 40 students, none of the children, except one, are afraid of the ball. I overhand serve to my 8 and 9-year-olds. I really do. Sometimes they'll knock them over, but I train them first, and no one's been hit in the face. But I overhand serve to them, not really hard, but they love it. They want me to overhand. I call it a big person serve is what I call it. It was cute last night at practice. I'm okay now. Last night was the first time for my 8 and 9-year-old class of this season that I serve overhand to them. I say, I'm going to serve you a big person serve, like how I serve in sand volleyball. And I go to hit it, and the girls are all ready, and it hits the net. And they're just laughing at me, man. And I'm like, can you believe this? I say this to the parents. Can you believe the kid? They're laughing at me. I love that. I just love that. And then I serve overhand serve to them again, and they get in front of it, and they bump it up. And when we have scrimmages, I have scrimmages with my students, me and my daughter versus them. And my kids who need to learn bumping better, I usually put them in the back because the perception, they can see the ball coming. It's not because they're less of players, it's to teach them because they can see it coming when it comes back over. But when we scrimmage, my daughter fully spikes at them. And there's nothing like seeing, my daughter's 13, 5'9", and there's nothing like seeing a 5'9" girl spike at an 8-year-old, and the 8-year-old gets in front of it and bumps it up. The crowd goes crazy. Their confidence, it goes up, and all the girls are saying, "Hit me one." That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. But it's no fear. It's the only way. There's no fear. Because fear is the enemy. My spirit daughters know on that card that fear is the enemy. Trust is the armor. Trust in the armor. Volleyball is a game of warriors. And that's why it's careful. You got to be careful where you start your children. I know a lot of you might want them to be overnight, future Olympic players, but start your children, and from the experience I had with a parent last night, start your children at the level they're supposed to be at. I have 3 levels, 8 and 9, non-competitive, then 10 to 11 when I bring my 8 and 9-year-olds over, and upgrade them, and then there's 10 and 11 competitive where they're ready to get down, where they're ready to play. And I won't let children move forward until they can, or they go with another coach or whatever. But I've had my same students we're going on 4 seasons now. So, but fear is the enemy. Trust is the armor. And age means nothing, man, especially in little kids. They get in front of that ball. I've seen kids get knocked over from spikes. And And well, not that bad. It's not like Charlie Brown or something, but I'm talking about I've seen it hit him, and the parents are okay with it because that kid gets back up. And what's even better, the sisters help him up, and everything's all good. So my daughter's ball, her first ball when she was when she played at YMCA. Now she's 13 years old, playing on a 15-year-old. What do you call that? Regional team. So see you on the other side. Keep your arrows up, and always point to your future.
Oh, swing, 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 till your heart begins to sing. Let your kisses fly away and swing, swing, swing. Here and there, you'll find rhythm everywhere. All the world's gone crazy about this new thing. Syncopation's got you in a mellow refrain. Then something tells you that you're not blue again.